The following is not meant for children, has been edited by Cute Stuff, and is brought to you by support from Patreon. Hello, and welcome back. I am MasterAelix, and this is MasterAelix's Build Love Time, or better known as MasterAelix's BLT. Now, I like to make fun and flavorful character builds, something that leans more into ROLE play instead of ROLL play. However, it never hurts to give yourself a bit of a numerical advantage from time to time. The videos in this series are where I go over character builds for some of my favorite RPGs. In this video, I plan to show you step by step how to make a character build that I really enjoy, and explain why I enjoy it, and hopefully you will too. My way is far from the only way to build characters, and this is just one way, but I hope it's a way that you might enjoy as well, and characters you might enjoy playing one day yourself. But by all means, if you don't like something I'm doing, please feel free to do something else. The characters I make are generally fully fleshed out with names and backstories, but by all means, please change that if you want to. And if you feel like I do, then welcome to the family. Now, let's take a bite out of this BLT.
Windwall reporting for duty, sir. Optimus, the Decepticons are attacking. If you look over to your left, you'll see the Sea of Rust and the screening Seeker forces. The rest of you, go. I'll hold them off.
Today's bite is for the Transformers RPG by Renegade Games. This week's art is brought to us by the amazing artist Stefano Romano, or at Dropkickstar over on X. You can find more of their glorious art at their website, romanostefano.com. The character today is Windwall. His alt mode is a Boeing V-22 Osprey military transport aircraft, and he is an old Cybertronian soldier under command of Optimus Prime. He's a warrior through and through, and not only remains calm no matter the situation, but also the first to leap into the way of danger. With his spitting blades acting as a shield, and his other blades as a sword, he's ready to defend his Autobot allies and all of Cybertron from the evil forces of the Decepticons. So, let's get into the layers of this BLT, shall we? The books you'll need to get from Renegade Games to make the characters I've laid it out is the Core Rulebook, Decepticon Directive, Enigma of Combination, and Techno-Organic Secrets. So, first things first, all the choices we do before getting levels. First things first, Influence. For Windwall, you'll want Hunter. When you select this, you choose a survival specialization, and I chose Desert Survival, because in G1 cartoons they fought a lot in deserts, and in modern military times, the Osprey is often taken into war zones that are deserts. Next is our origin. I selected Pillar. Pillar is an amazing origins for those who want to be a tanky defender type. Their Face Me perk is just too good to pass up. It helps you be a better target to enemies by penalizing them for going after anyone else. Now, the only downside is this origin does not have an airspeed, but we do have ways around that, so do hold on. This origin gives a strength essence, which is very nice, and I selected conditioning for the skill choice from that for more hit points. Next up is the role. For Windwall, I went with Warrior with the focus on Sentinel. This focus is a classic sword and board kind of warrior, and I really wanted to lean into that thematically. Plus, the Cybertronian perk of Hardcore is just too good, especially once you want to be a defender. It reminds me a lot of the Monty Python Black Knight. For taking these, you get a bonus to Strength and Smarts, and for those I selected Might and Survival. For the faction perk, of course, I want to go with the Autobot for the Allspark. From Warrior, you'll get the perk Foot Soldier, which gets you extra free actions at no additional cost. We just adjust the math there. You also get manifest melee weapons, which works exactly as it sounds, but you're not really going to use it because we have our gear covered. But hold on for a minute on that one. And last but not least, you'll want to swap Push Through the Pain from Decepticon Directive instead of Wisdom through Experience. This swap lets you stay up and fight longer. And staying up, holding the line, is what Windwall does. From the Sentinel focus, you'll get Stalwart Defense. It gives you a bonus to your speed essence, and I selected the Initiative skill. Now, you have to take a close look at this focus perk. It allows you to, during requisition, use an external hardpoint to acquire a parrying weapon or a shield. Well, with the gear we are selected, we can't do that. However, we already have a shield in our external slot from our gear. Just hold on a moment and I'll explain that too. Now, the way it is written, it could be argued that you get the shield bonus. Talk to your GM. But if I were the GM, since you have an external slot with a shield or parrying weapon, I'd allow the bonuses. And for those who want to do something a little different, such as a Decepticon or a Shattered Glass build, instead of sword and shield, you can go with a parrying weapon. And now we are holding out for the moment we've been waiting for, the gear. And while I normally say for robots like this, follow your spark, this time I'm going to be picking out needed things for this build, and they're very specific. From the base book, select the support equipment rotor blades. This not only gives you the needed airspeed and VTOL for our alt modes, which fits the way the vehicle works, but it gives us our primary sword weapon, a close combat blade, which is very versatile and boosted further by this piece of gear. Second, from Techno-Organic Secrets book, the rotary blade weapon, and every opportunity to use it as in its cyber shield mode. These two pieces of gear will be the basis of your sword and board combo, and with the added bonuses from Sentinel and other sources, it is an incredibly potent combo indeed. Oh, and one more thing, because the V-22 Osprey has a machine gun mounted inside, and you don't want to be wholly without a ranged weapon, I'd grab a machine gun for our integrated weapon mount. You can see it in his chest in the art, and that is beautiful. Now, what I was saying about a Decepticon or Shattered Glass build, what you do is you keep the rotary blade in blade mode, and when you're Stalwart Defense, use the parrying weapon option. This still allows you to be very defensive and tanky, but instead of sword and shield, it's big sword, little sword. So that's a interesting twist if you want to do something a little different. Last but not least of this group setup is the essence scores. For this character, the focus should be on strength for boost to might and conditioning. However, you do not want to neglect any essence scores because you'll want the energon. So with the suggested spread of 4-3-3-2, I suggest the 4 in strength, 3 in speed, 3 in social, and 2 in smarts. Warriors progress in smarts faster than in social, so this small boost will help keep your energon scores a bit more even and decent. As for the skills selected here, I'm going to suggest under strength, 2 in conditioning, 1 in brawn, and 1 in might. Under speed, I'd go 1 in driving and 2 more in initiative. Under smarts, 1 in alertness and 1 in survival, though we might want to consider putting that point into the survival specialization you got in Hunter, because it doesn't actually give you a point in that, it just gives you the area to fill in. It's always good to keep at least 1 in alertness so you don't suffer a penalty as well. And under social, I would put all 3 into persuasion, so you can get some really great moments like, "You all go, I'll hold them off" moments, or even, "You shall not pass." Hey, you've made it this far into the video. Thank you for that. Seems like you're liking the video, so please show that you do by hitting the thumbs up button down below. Maybe leave a comment, tell me what you're enjoying. Now, let's get into the fun level stuff. Level 2, you gain the Warrior's Charge perk. I see this more as running towards the enemies as the other bots make good their retreat. This is a nice one that leans into Windwall's focus on might. This level you also gain to your strength essence, and here I selected might because of Warrior's Charge. At level 3, you're going to gain the Sentinel's Wait for an Opening perk. And while this can be a little difficult to set up, when it pays off very well. And as you level up more, you can get more opportunities to use it. It's a great use of contingency actions of, if they try to pass me, I will stop them kind of deal. This level also comes with a gain to your speed essence, which is also really nice. I'd put that skill boost into initiative as you want to make sure you have advantage over your enemies. At level 4, it's a fun one because you get your choice of a general perk. The first one I'd grab is either Dig Deep from the base book or I Still Function from Decepticon Directive to help your survivability. Whatever you don't select here, do select at level 8. The real deciding factor will be how much emphasis you put on your conditioning. If you're following the guide as I'm laying it out here, I'd say Dig Deep first. Also, at this level, you get a gain in your Smarts essence, which means I'd put a point into either survival or alertness, based on how the campaign is going. At level 5, you get Tough It Out. This is a way to do some self-repair, so it goes really nicely with Dig Deep. I just keep reinforcing how much this character just doesn't go down or stay down. This level you're gaining an essence in strength, and you'll want to invest in the bronze skill, as this helps Tough It Out work better. And at this point, for what I wanted to do with Windwall, the build is done. If you can't tell, what drew me into him is the dual rotary weapons, and the bonuses that can be stacked on them from Warrior and Sentinel. Plus, the array of perks and gear you'll get makes you a very tough opponent that just refuses to fall and makes the enemy focus on you. Just keep in mind what warriors can and cannot do, and that this one is best at surviving anything life throws at him. Between Dig Deep, Tough It Out, I Still Function, and Hardcore, you're going to be an extremely tanky bot. That's not even a tank. And with that being said, I want to thank all of you for joining me. Please remember to like, comment, and of course subscribe. It's a little click for you, but a really big deal for me. And if you have enjoyed this video, check out the links down below for the artist, my editor, and of course my Patreon campaign, where you can get a variety of rewards, including early access to all my videos. Thank you all for joining me, and I shall see you all on the next one. To give a special shout out to all my patrons who help make these videos possible: Aaron Smith, Brian Pelfrey, Chris Armstrong, Dennis Detman, Harry Thompson, and Mark Milius. Thank you all so much for your contributions. I wouldn't have this channel without you. Thank you very much.